RJ from Game News USA here, and we have something serious to talk about. We're gonna go over all things Black Myth Wukong and how this situation has gotten completely out of control. Now, I will say that first things first, I have to give you some backstory. So please hit the subscribe button if you like this kind of content. But right off the bat, we got to get to the heart of the issue. What the hell is Black Myth Wukong? Where did it come from? So this game is often referred to as possibly a Souls game, and honestly, I haven't played any of it myself. I can't give my own personal thoughts on the game. However, everything surrounding this game is nothing short of absolute insanity. Because during development of this game, there were articles written about how it's sexist and it's anti-feminist or whatever, and trying to steer people away from purchasing this game. This Chinese-led studio was being portrayed as though they were the devil. Well, here's the deal. The only reason these hit pieces started up was because this studio turned down a $7 million bribe. Like, they were going to be forced to pay Sweet Baby Inc. for Sweet Baby Inc. to come in this game to diversify it. They said no. And ever since then, a bunch of lefty, woke, lunatic reporters and journalists have tried to paint this game as sexist because it doesn't have enough female monkeys in the game. Well, here's the thing. No matter what a game comes from or what its culture is, you have to it gets put out, and you either like the game or you don't like the game. And we're going to go over very soon why this is a very well-liked game. But anyway, Rebecca Valentine made a hit piece article against Black Myth Wukong, and her and her translator said a lot of bad things about the studio that turned out to be completely not true whatsoever. So this started to get some buzz for the game, and it came out and it absolutely exceeded all expectations. The game went on to sell 10 million copies this week. I shit you not, 10 million copies. And it's just a PS5 and a Steam release. It had a max concurrent peak of 3 million players on Steam, for God's sake. Which is like an all-time record, perhaps. And everybody's loving the game. And as far as the actual reviews go, surprisingly, to the reviewers' credit, they actually reviewed the game fairly. They gave it like an 82 on Metacritic, and it has like an 8.3 user score. So about dead on what the audience thinks of the game. So credit there. However, we have some, and credit to IGN because they gave it an 8 out of 10. So they didn't like dog on it because they're protecting their journalist. However, I'm still waiting for a fucking apology from Rebecca Valentine to the gamers for lying and to the studio for lying about them. And instead of holding herself accountable, or IGN holding her accountable, or holding themselves accountable, she's hiding on Twitter, protecting her tweets, crawling back into lefty safe spaces, and avoiding the criticism as much as possible. Then when she does speak on the issue, she doubles down on it, still to this day, proven false, that the Wukong developers are sexist. It's ridiculous. And honestly, I do not ask for this lightly. I never had a problem with Rebecca Valentine before, but I believe she should be fired from her job. I believe there are many others out there that can do this shit a lot better than she does this shit. You're looking at one of them right now. You think if I walked in the office of IGN and did their little podcast with them, they wouldn't shit a brick? Thinking, what is this guy? I tell you, I would have more entertainment in my goddamn pinky than Rebecca Valentine has in her whole fucking body. That is the truth. I have more gaming knowledge and experience than she will have in 10 lifetimes. She was on Nintendo Voice Chat today and said she never played a Metroid game. That's true. Let me repeat. She was on Nintendo Voice Chat and admitted to never playing a Metroid game. She said NES games were not good and not for her. I know she can have whatever opinion she wants. She should not be on Nintendo Voice Chat. I commented on the video. I said, please retract and apologize for your statements against the Wukong Black Myth developers. No response. I got likes from people, but no response. And it's falling on deaf ears. In fact, to the point where these people that wrote the articles or translated for the articles and the hit pieces on IGN and Screen Rant, they're starting to lash out at the fans. Keep in mind, the fans pay their bills. The fans keep them fed. The fans keep them sheltered. The fans keep them making their car payments. And they want to attack the fans. The same fans who buy games that they review. They detest you. It's just like Frosk whenever she did the sexism in gaming rant. It's just like that, except in a softer voice. They loathe you. They hate you. They hate us because we love real games made by real people that have real stories to tell. That's not some kind of force-fed fucking diversity bullshit. That's not what we want anymore. We want real fucking stories. We want passion in our games. I'm sick and tired of Sweet Baby Inc. coming in and thinking they could shove diversity down our goddamn fucking throats and ruin video games. Let the developers make the games they want to make. Leave them the fuck alone! And anybody who stays in the way of this can go fuck themselves. Just don't buy the game. You know what normal people do when they don't like something? They turn the channel, or they don't buy it, or they trade it back in, and they move on with their day. They don't sit here trying to be a social justice warrior for a fictional video game. Keep that shit to real life and real politics. Leave the art forms alone. I want comedies back in theaters that can cross lines that can't be crossed anymore. I want video games to be edgy again. Most of all, I just want artists to produce art and not have to worry about whether or not they're being inclusive or diverse enough for these lefty lunatic journalists that are absolutely just flat cooking to Sweet Baby Inc. and sucking off the teat of their whole mindset and campaign. At the end of the day, video games are meant to be played and have fun. And you want to know something? Every time they come out against a game, like they did this game, or a movie, or any property like this, and say, this is not woke enough, do you know what happens? It sells way more and has way more engagement than the dumb shit they want to push, like Borderlands, the movie, or Dustborn, which gets 100 concurrent players on Steam. Good job. You pushed the wrong shit. You dumbasses backed the wrong horse. You need to realize something. I don't want right-wing politics in my game necessarily either. I'm an independent. I don't care. That's irrelevant to whether or not I enjoy a game or not. That is the point. And so, these journalists, instead of trying to conjure up all these fake fucking stories all the time to spread controversy and then fucking want to promote themselves in their little echo chamber of bullshit, need to knock it off and actually be fucking journalists again. That's what we need. We need to actually have people that are like, hey, how did you make this game? Or what'd you do here? Or why did you choose this art direction? If you're going to be a journalist, you know, keep your opinion out of it. Just be straightforward. And let the people who have real opinions, like me, and people who have opinions that aren't influenced by any kind of political money or anything, or just talk about what they think the developers are doing and what the game is supposed to be about, and see if we like it and enjoy it. And we'll vote with our wallets. And we voted with our wallets, and Black Myth Wukong severely beat down the woke mob and ended up with a big W at the end of the day. And I feel happy about it. Maybe these websites that keep firing people left and right and downsizing will wake up one day and realize the reason why they're fucking failing is because they're pushing out opinions that most of their audience disagrees with. For God's sake. I mean, call me crazy, but I think if I ran a company that was constantly getting shit for posting out wrong articles, I might, you know, hold those people accountable and fire their ass and bring in people who will tell the truth for once. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for you. Hope you're enjoying playing Black Myth Wukong. Let me know if you have in the comments below. And with that, guys, I'm out. Have a good one.